The debate over legalizing pot is heating up south of the border, and it could have implications here in BC. In just over a week, residents in Washington and 2 other American states will vote whether to legalize the sale of marijuana. As CTV's Scott Roberts reports, it's reigniting the issue here.
It's the big decision American voters will make when they head to the polls on November 6th. Obama,
our cause is right,
or Romney.
It's a big election.
But it's what else is on the ballot that could have big implications here in BC.
Marijuana prohibition has been a practical failure.
Voters in Washington state will decide whether to become the first American jurisdiction to legalize the sale of marijuana at standalone stores, allow farmers to grow it and governments to tax it. And recent polls suggest it has a very real chance of passing.
The real impact is on the political issue here in Canada.
Former Attorney General Jeff Plant is one of a number of high-profile British Columbians pushing for the decriminalization of pot here. He says if Washington gives the green bud a green light, it could make a similar move more politically palatable in Canada.
If there's a successful vote on that Washington initiative, that's another step forward. Sooner or later, we're going to be playing catch-up here.
The BC Liberals are watching the outcome closely, but like many parties, including the NDP, distancing itself from the debate, insisting looser laws are a federal, not provincial issue. And the Harper government has been clear on its position.
We are not interested in decriminalizing marijuana.
Still, if Washington votes to legalize, there are practical ramifications for BC. Experts say organized crime that ships pot south will be affected, and it could impact law enforcement on this side of the border.
Certainly it will call for us to take a look at what the impacts are for British Columbia, particularly from a law enforcement impact. What will happen at the border, what will happen to the transfer of drugs across the border.
Whether the outcome sparks new debate in BC depends on how the vote rolls out in 10 days. Scott Roberts, CTV News, Vancouver.